What is up, guys? Wait. What is up, guys? Today we're back at another live stream. I got a bit more. Holy shit, that's bright as fuck. Okay. Let me redirect the lights. I think that's a little better. Yes. Yo, what's up, Edge Lord? So today, today we're gonna talk about taking action when you don't feel like it, which is it's an important skill to have. Fuck, that's the brightest shit. Yeah. Okay. I don't know how to put that. Whatever. Okay, whatever. So, taking action when you don't feel like it. Most people, when they when they're gonna take action, they wait until they feel like they want to do it. They wait until it's the right moment. They wait until it'll be the perfect time, right? And most people, they just kind of they live following their emotions. They live following whatever they think. Following the wave of how they feel that particular day. And if you only follow the way you feel, if you only follow your emotions, then how are you gonna be consistent in your life? Because your emotions are always gonna change. So if your emotions are always gonna change, then you are putting the control you're putting your life in the hands of that which you don't really have that much control over, because your emotions are always going to change. So if you only follow what your emotions tell you, regardless of the facts, regardless of reality, regardless of logic, regardless of what you should actually be doing, but you only follow what your little emotion tells you, then you're bound to fail. You're bound to fail, and eventually that will lead you to your doom. So, any of you guys who let's say you've watched a lot of my videos. I know plenty of you guys watch my videos. You like what you see. Maybe you like the festival videos, right? The POV videos. That's why you subscribed, right? Which is what the reason why 90% of my subscribers subscribe is because of the POV videos. And then they see it, and tell, they tell themselves someday, yeah, you know what? One day I will go out and pick up all those girls and live the life. But you actually do it? You actually go out there and do something. You gotta stop dreaming at some point and stop living in your little comfort zone, whatever. And by the way, guys, at any point you can interrupt me with questions about the topic of the day, or anything really. I don't give a shit. You can ask me anything you want. Uh, Today's live stream is really unplanned. I really have no idea what I'm gonna talk about, but here I am. But whatever you guys I will have as a question, don't be shy. I'm gonna answer every single question. So yeah, you gotta take action, guys. You gotta do some shit with your life. And if you always um, yeah, some days you're gonna feel great. Some days you'll feel like you want to do it, take action, whatever action it is you want to take. And some other days you're just not gonna feel like doing it at all. Like today, right now, I literally have no inspiration for that live stream, and I just kind of put the camera on, and I made a deal with myself. Every Monday, I'm gonna do a live stream. So here I am. But some people, they what they do is that, when they let's say they're gonna go to the gym, and that particular day they don't feel like it, they just don't go. And then what happens when you skip one single day? What happens, right? Tell me what happens. Then you skip a second. You're like, oh, you know what? I already missed one day. If I miss a second day, I mean, I already fucked up my streak. So there's no point, right? So it's like this downward spiral. So maybe some of you guys, you guys don't know no fap movement, right? That little thing where you stop touching your penis or your vagina for extended amount of time. Oh no, my video's gonna get demonetized. I said penis. Oh no, whatever. But you go on a streak of, let's say, you take right action. You stop touching yourself for an amount of days, whatever, right? And then let's say you fail on day 20. Like, oh yeah, I'll just fail, whatever. And then once you fail, like, oh, you know what? I'll just fail again the second day because I already failed anyway. So it's like a negative momentum. When you're on a positive streak, um, you want to keep being on a positive streak, you know? So it's like, let's say you want to start a new diet. Okay. Me, I'm on the ketogenic diet right now, which consists of a high fat, low carb diet. That's pretty intense. It's pretty intense, to be honest. And, people would think, yeah, eating no carbs, no sugar, zero sugar, no sweets, no cakes, no pasta, no bread, nothing. You think you would get the cravings, the longer you go. But it's actually the opposite. The longer you go without the bad habits, the more you want to keep the streak of positivity. So, right, let's say if you eat clean for an entire month, no junk, it's like you want to keep eating clean. You don't want to break your streak of eating clean, you know? And it's the same for any habits, the same for any positive thing. Like, for example, right now, I have a whiteboard, okay? And I have like I'm not sure if you can see, but see, there's a bunch of green lines there, and the green lines are like the habits that I succeeded at, and then the more green lines I have, the more I want to keep having green lines because the green lines means I succeeded at that habit. And every when I don't succeed, I'm honest. I put a red line or whatever. But it just the more you succeed, the more you want to keep succeeding, right? You want to keep. It's like a positive momentum. It's like yeah, it's a positive momentum. The more you succeed, the more you want to keep succeeding. So ask yourself that in your life right now. Um, in your life right now, whatever you gotta do, okay. Like there will be a point in your life where there's certain areas of life where you're just naturally motivated or you're just naturally inspired. But I think half of the time you'll have times in your life where you're just not fucking motivated at all. But those are important things that you got to do anyways, right? So, for example, being healthy, going to the gym, it's like, okay, it's not the most pleasant thing in the world, but any human being kind of owes it to themselves to go because there's so many benefits that outweigh the short term little pain you get from just lifting a bite. You know what I mean? So there's certain things you got to do that you just owe it to yourself to do it because, well, you got to do it. It's like, yeah. How could I find motivation for something when I'm incredibly lazy? There are two things. First, I would stop calling yourself incredibly lazy. So anytime that you got to do something and you call yourself lazy, you just reinforce that laziness. So completely stop using the word lazy. Remove it from your vocabulary when it's associated with yourself. Don't label yourself a lazy person ever again. That's my tip for you. And second thing is you don't need motivation. What you want is to do it. All right. So Jocko Willink, retired Navy SEAL, if you asked him, how can I take action? How can I do this thing? How can I do XYZ? How can I wake up in the morning at 4:30 a.m.? How do I go to the gym? How do I eat healthy? And there's only one thing he says. What does he say? He says, just do it. No, not in the Nike motivational way. No, it's in the literal way. The literal way. Like, I gotta eat healthy. How do you eat healthy? You just eat healthy. You stop eating the freaking junk food. You want to start a business? You just start that business. You want to start a video product? You just do that product. You want to talk to that girl? You just talk to that girl. It's so simple, but people wait for like sort of the emotional component to get pushed, and the problem is not in your laziness, and the problem is not in your motivation. The problem is the fact that you ask that question. It's like, how can I explain it? It's like you shouldn't even ask a question. The question. It's like that. The answer, right? You know the answer. You just gotta do it. That's it. And some people, they trying to find the right motivation, the right answer to their question on how to be more motivated to do things they don't want to do. And the more they go down the rabbit hole and trying to find uh, how to find their motivation, the least likely it is that they'll find the least likely they will be to take action, because you get into a momentum of trying to look for inspiration, trying to look for someone to tell you that you can do it. All right. So it's a vicious cycle of inaction. Is that what you truly want? You're not okay. You're not after the motivation. What are you truly after? You're after the action taking. You're after taking action. You're after the result. You're after whatever you want. When you feel really down and you want a little kick in the ass. Yeah, motivation helps a bit. It's kind of like your fuel, but if you want to get it back, certain tips you can do is you can visualize yourself having achieved a result. And I do that every single night before I go to bed. I lie down on my bed for like I don't know, a few minutes before I fall asleep, and I visualize myself having succeeded in whatever endeavors I want to succeed in. So me, it's my YouTube channel. Me, it's in terms of dating as well. It's in terms of money, in terms of success. So I visualize those things. So then when I wake up the next day, it's kind of I wake up refreshed. I wake up with still those ideas running in my head from the night before while I visualized. And then I have a bit more juice to take action. I feel more like taking action. And it's the inspiration really comes afterwards when you take action. You start off and you don't really feel like taking action, right? And then the more you take action, the more the inspiration comes, the more you find more juice for doing it, the more you find and it's a momentum. But what kind of momentum are you going to build? That is the question. Are you going to build a type of momentum that just drags you down, right? Like the more junk food you eat, the more you want to eat more junk food? Or positive momentum of the more good food you eat, the more good food you want to keep eating, right? So yeah. And if you guys got any questions, don't forget, you can always ask me down below. I'll answer any of them at any moment. So there's really nothing else to it. There's nothing else to it. Whatever you're going to do right now, okay? Whatever you're going to do right now, you watching that video, you watching that live stream right now, ask yourself this right now. Okay, what do I have to do right now so that if I did it, everything else would become easier or necessary, right? For me right now, if I do this live stream for today, then everything else during my day will be easier or necessary. All right, that's the one thing I got to take action on. For you, it might be you have an important assignment for next week, an important project for school, right? And that's the one thing that if you did it, everything else would be easier or necessary. But instead of that, what do? You go on social media. You want to play video games, right? Or you got this important, I don't know, this important conversation you're gonna have with your spouse or with your girlfriend, your boyfriend, or with your brother, or with whoever, and you tell yourself, well, you know what? I'll talk to them next week. Whatever. You let it slide, and then it just eats at you every day. It's like, no, take action. Is there something that's really important right now? Usually there'll be something that just kind of every single day just kind of annoys you. Like a mosquito like flying around your head while you're imagine you're trying to fall asleep and just a mosquito like flying around your bed. That's what it's like. It's like this idea that just keeps fucking haunting you, just annoying you every single day. It's like you're gonna do it, you're gonna take action, but you don't. You just don't. It haunts at you. It paralyzes you. It's like and just gotta fucking do it. What else is there to do? Joe Blocks, what's up? Where did you get your Guy Fawkes mask? I got it from the what was it? Costume store, and I just spray painted black. So that's how I got my mask from. And yeah, guys, fucking take action. I got nothing else to say right now, so I'm probably gonna probably end the live stream soon. If you guys got any questions, leave them now before I leave. And Herbie Eater. What kind of name is that? What the Herbie Eater? Oh my god. Hey Zadie, have any motivation on working out? I'm like 6 weeks in and getting tired. Why are you well first why are you doing the ask yourself, why are you doing the working out? Is it just to look good, or is this to develop yourself to your truest potential? And this is taken from Julian Blanc. He did a video on this a long time ago about motivation. He says you should align the three levels of motivation to the three levels of motivation if you want to have long term motivation, right? So maybe to feel good about yourself. Okay, that could be, I guess that could be middle consciousness level. He says there's high consciousness, there's middle consciousness motivation, there's low consciousness motivation. So you want to be able to align the three of them. So maybe let's say a middle consciousness motivation could be to have better health, to be more healthy, to not get sick, have more energy throughout the day, look better, I guess, right? Lower motivations could be like to be better than everybody else, right? To be bigger than everybody else, those type of things. And some people might think that those motivations are dirty. Those motivations are they're just kind of really, really petty. But hey, we all get down in those. We all get down once in a while. We need to tap into those types of motivations, and this is kind of utilizing your dark side to your benefit there. If you're really angry at someone, you could channel that anger into a nice workout, stuff like that. And finally, you got the higher consciousness motivation, which is to be a example, to be a model for your children. You want to be the strong protective father figure for them, or you want to become the strongest version of yourself, spiritually, physically, and you want to take care of your temple, because in your temple, your body is your temple, and if you take care of your temple, then you can grow spiritually. And there are many other reasons, and you kind of want to align all of those three. And me, anytime I work out, yeah, it is to look good, but now I don't care as much about looking good. At first, yes, I did care about looking good, but now it's really I just want to really push myself to the max, because what else is there to life, but to grow yourself to the max. And there's such euphoria in pushing yourself until your very limits. There's nothing quite like it as a man. And whatever you're gonna do, you want to find out motivation, find it there. All right, guys. So I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you guys for watching. By the way, I'm releasing a new product in the next month or month and a half. It's going to be on picking up girls on the dance floor, right? So you, Xavier, who asked, how can I hit on someone? I did a few videos on how to pick up girls on the dance floor. I just released one last Friday. Definitely check it out. I'm going to do more. There's going to be probably another POV video this Friday. So stay tuned for that. I know you guys love the POV stuff. And Where are you from, dude? I am from Montreal, Canada. So I'm French, speaking français, tabarnak. All right. Thank you guys for watching. And any of you guys who are watching this in it's too late now, but any of you guys watching this in replay, make sure you watch it in ×2 speed. Yeah, what is it, Ray Smurf? I'll take your question and then I'll go. What is it? Ask it now. Ask it now. No pressure. No pressure. I have a thing. But yeah, guys. Yeah, guys. You guys arrived so late. Usually the live stream takes up around like 5 minutes. Then when on the floor, I usually always have looks at me, but if it's concerning pickup, I'll definitely answer that question. I don't get many pickup questions anymore. Kind of sad. I like the pickup stuff. When do I approach the attraction goes away? Uh, I usually always have looks. Oh yeah, I know. I know. It happened to me too. Like sometimes I'm just kind of doing my thing. Girls look at me, and then I approach them, and they reject me. Like, what the fuck? You were looking at me the entire time. Some girls, I don't know why some girls do that. They're just all the time. You say, "Wow." Then it's probably the way you approach. There's ways that you approach. I'd say watch my video on how I kiss 3 girls in a row and festival there. You'll see how I approach. It's pretty straightforward. Um, you when you approach a girl, you want to. That's my style. I'm pretty direct, especially on the dance floor. You can't talk really much. So if and you're shirtless too, so then maybe you have good looks. Then if you're getting girls looking at you, you probably have good looks. It's probably just the way you approach. So maybe you talk too much. Maybe you touch the you're too aggressive. Maybe you too they don't hear you. They can't hear you. There can be many things. It's just I'd say try out different things until something hooks. Because if you have good looks, definitely a direct game can work for you if you look good. Like going direct can work very well for you if you have good looks. So it's not. I guess it's not a problem of looks then. It has to do with the way you approach. So don't worry, I'm gonna release an entire product on that in the coming month or month and a half, and it's in production right now. I already start filming and shit, and yeah. Xavier asked, "Why don't you show your face?" I did an entire video on that. Let me just link it to you. Nameless. I have an entire video about it. If you just Google the truth about Nameless, if you YouTube search, check that out. And wait, before we go, I'm gonna send you the video. Ray Smurf. That's the video for you. Where it's a new product I'm gonna release called Dance for Game Accelerator. And yeah, no problem. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to click on the bell to receive all my videos that I post every Monday, Friday, every live stream on Monday at 7:30 p.m. Bitches. And I'm gonna get demonetized because I said another swear word, but whatever. What the fuck? Who the fuck cares? Demonetize. Holy shit! All right, peace, guys. Bye.